everyone. We've had a couple of requests during this time of kind of lockdown from a number of people regarding stretches that they can do for the neck, shoulders and back. A lot of people are finding that they're having difficulties because they're having to sit at desks or sit at dining room tables and look at laptops and things like that. And just generally because they can't get into the clinic to be physically loosened off by Mark or myself. And so we've decided to put a series of 6 stretches online so that you can have a look and run through them yourself, maybe on a daily basis or a couple of times a day, just to keep things loose and maintained, so that when you come back and see us, things won't be too horrific. So the first exercise,
neck flexion.
Neck flexion. Okay, so that is basically, so we're just going to gently nod down, feeling the stretch at the back of the neck, and we're going to hold it there for about 10 seconds. Okay. A progression from that.
Neck flexion with a hand behind the back.
So whichever hand you fancy, you can take that behind your back, just rest it behind your back. So you could just rest it on the chair seat that you sat on, so that your shoulder isn't lifting up. We don't want it like that. So shoulder nice and relaxed, arm behind the back, and again just nodding down. And again, holding that for about 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and back up.
Swap over.
Same thing again then. Hand rested down and nodding down, just feeling that stretch a little bit. Nothing too aggressive. Three, 2, 1.
Swap over again. This time with a gentle nod down and pull on the back of the head.
So hand on the top of the head and just pulling that down a little bit further. So I'm just increasing the stretch. And again, holding for 10 seconds. 2, 1. And the same on the other side. So head nodded down and then just increase it. So it's not a mega pull, it's just a little bit of pressure.
Just the weight of the arm, really.
And gently back up. Next exercise.
Neck rotation to a gentle end range.
Okay, so we're just turning and holding. And back to the middle. Turn and hold. 10 seconds each side. I'm speeding this up a little bit. Okay, next
To a
level.
gentle end range with a passive stretch. Fingers on the chin.
Okay, so take your head round and then whichever side you've turned to. So I've turned to the right, so I'm using my right hand on the chin just to increase that a little bit. Okay, and gently round to the left hand on the chin, and a little push. Okay, 10 seconds each side.
Exercise 3, lateral flexion to a gentle end range.
Okay, so This time, tilting the head to the side. Make sure on this, because I know when people do it in the clinic, they really try and get their ear down to the shoulder and end up going like that. So keep your shoulders down and just taking the head to the side. You'll feel it pulling down the side of your neck. Maybe feel it going up into your head a little bit. So 10 seconds each side. Okay.
And the same with a passive stretch, fingers on the side of the head, on the same side.
Okay, so taking your head to the right, take your right hand onto the side of your head and just give it a little pull over, just increasing the stretch a bit. Not too much, because it can feel a bit unpleasant. Keep the shoulder down on this one, so I'm just letting my hand drop down in front of me and making sure that I'm not lifting the shoulder up. Okay, so same both sides, hand onto the side of the head and a little pull over. Hold it for 10 seconds and then back up. Next.
Exercise 4, levator scapulae stretch.
Okay, so we are taking your chin down towards your right pec. We're looking down at your right leg.
And then just place your hand behind your back.
So it'd be my left hand behind my back as I nod down to the right. And then to the left, nodding down, 10 seconds like that. And then to increase it slightly, hand behind the back again, just resting your hand on the seat behind you, nod down to the left. So I'm just looking at my left leg and trying to get my chin on my right pectoral.
And now adding in a passive stretch, the same, hand behind the back.
So hand behind the back, nodding down, hand on the top of the head, and just pulling down a little bit more, increasing the stretch. So you feel that sort of down the back of your neck, and down the left side, down by your scapula on the left side of your shoulder blade. Same thing to the left, so right hand behind your back, nod down to the left hand onto the head, and just apply a little pressure. And again, hold for 10 seconds.
Exercise 5, pec stretch.
Pec stretch. We'll go sideways for this. Hands behind your back and just pull the shoulders back so that you're feeling a stretch across the chest. You can also, some people find it easier to put their hands in the small of the back and pull the shoulders back, but I find this way more comfortable. So again, sort of 10, 20 seconds, just having a nice little stretch. Okay. And number 6.
The upper back stretch.
So start with the palms facing you and clasp them together. Okay, and then we're going to just tilt the head down and round the shoulders, and then you're almost pulling your fingers apart from each other. So imagine you've got your arms around the trunk of a tree, and then you're just gripping onto the fingers but pulling them apart so that you feel a stretch between the shoulder blades there. And again, I'd go 15 to 20 seconds with that one. And then when you've done that one, roll the shoulders back and down